slid out of town again. Deal with it. I got Gabe Boy on the phone. Weirdo. Welcome back, YouTube. Hope you guys are doing well. Right now, we're headed to Charlotte to pick up an SK270 excavator. And we are taking that bad boy all the way down to Florida. Right now, it's 10:45. We have an hour and 14 minutes left of the ride until we make it to Charlotte, North Carolina. Before we actually get to the pickup, since it's nice outside, I'm gonna get the truck wash. There's a truck wash right next to the pickup where I'm picking up. What a retard. Anyways, there's a truck wash right beside the place where I'm picking up this machine at. I've used this truck wash one time before and they did a great job. And they're fast, kind of fast, not really. But last time I went there, they didn't have a line. So hopefully we can sneak in there and then head on down to Florida. I know some people think it's weird. I like to get my truck washed before I go out of town. To me, I like to look good. One, obviously you want to look good when you're rolling down the road. And the main thing is to keep, like DOT off you. Clean truck to me is a happy truck, right? A clean truck looks like you care about your equipment, you're taking care of your equipment. And the second reason is, I just like to look good. So anyways, since I'm gonna be a highway princess for about 24 hours, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my truck washed, hopefully. Once I get to the truck wash, I'll show you guys all that on the outside. And then once we get to the pickup, I'll record a video so you guys can see. All right, guys, we're getting the truck washed. I got Gabe Boy on the phone, so Gabe Boy Josh. So he's probably gonna be talking shit a little bit, knowing him. He said the truck's gay. He's just jealous and mad because he can't get his truck washed right now. All right, I'll get back with you guys once I finish getting this washed. We just made it to pick up. It literally was 5 minutes up the street from the truck wash. Truck is washed. It looks good. Actually, it looks really good. It's all right. Josh said it looks like shit, but he can't. Fuck that guy. Anyways, I give it a 7.5, 8 maybe. It missed some little spots here and there. Josh is saying a 3.5, but fuck that guy. Anyways, all right, we're here. I'm getting a 270 excavator. I think it's that one right there. So get back with y'all. Shut the fuck up, dickhead. So we're broke down. I don't have my mic on. Deal with it. All right, so I believe it's this one. I gotta check my notes. Let me see, is this a 270? It is. Yep. I'm sure this is it. Let's see. Yep, that is it. All right, so this is the machine. So it's a 270. All right, so this is a 270 zero tail swing or no tail swing. Just so I'm not taking anybody's credit, Josh had reminded me that's what it's called. I don't want him to make a post about me on Facebook or anything that like I'm a poser or I'm a fake, okay? I'm just saying. I mean, he's a little bully, but anyways, if you know, you know. Around town, everybody knows what's going on. I'm not a fake, I'm not a poser. I don't take other people's videos. I'm just saying. Josh, matter of fact, I'm gonna put you on speaker. You want to say anything to the camera?
Nope.
I think he's got enough trouble so far.
Here we go.
There, you see, he said, here we go. All right, anyways, back to this. All right, yeah, so it's a 270 SRLC, zero swing. So we gotta wait for them to bring us what they call traffic, which basically releases the machine from them to me. I gotta sign off on it, get loaded, and then we're headed down to Plant City. I think tonight I'm gonna make it to Augusta or past Augusta, between Augusta and Macon. Get me a room, and it's gonna be a long day tomorrow because we're gonna try to make it down there and make it back. Maybe. I didn't realize today was Thursday. My dumb ass thought it was. Golly. Look at the size of that shear. That's a 4,000 size shear. Holy shit. All right, so this is the inside. This is a brand new machine. How many hours are on it? Let's see. Hours are down there. All right. 10.6 hours. All right, good old Cabelco. Came out here yet to say whether I can and cannot take this one, but I already verified this is my machine. So use your feet, use your feet. So it's a zero swing, so I don't really have to worry about what's behind me, as you guys can see. So now we just gotta line it up, line it up, line it up. Make sure you're even on both sides. Bring the boom down a little bit. Over on that side a little bit, that's fine. Once I get it on the trailer, I will sit here and move it around to where I want it to be. Oh, and I don't think I showed you guys, but we have the paver. So I know I'm lower than the cab, so I can curl this bucket out, keep that cylinder away from that cross arm, the crossbar over there, like so. All right, so now I know I'm good, lower than the cab, good to go. So the cylinder's not even touching. That's exactly how you want it. All right, cool. Wait. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's pretty straight. All right, look at that. One shot, gang. Josh could never. Always make sure your arm's up.
One eternity later.
What's up, everybody? So, stood out of town again last night. We are in the middle of Georgia on the countryside, and yeah, it's of course early in the morning. We're about to get on the road. I think we got 4.5 hours, maybe 5 hours until we drop. And then I think we got 12 hours back home, and it's Friday. It is freaking Friday. So anyways, Gotta do what you gotta do for $1, right? I just noticed there was a whole bunch of people inside the lobby of the hotel. They're probably like, why is this guy talking to this thing in his hand? Weirdo. All right, guys, I'll get back with y'all in a second. On second thought, I was gonna be a little fat boy and get me something to eat inside the hotel, but the reviews sucked. They said the breakfast is a little crunchy. So I said, I'm not even that hungry anyways. Anyways, here we are. Found me a nice little spot to park. Dropped the trailer to the ground. So I always try to put that trailer on the ground. Well, I always put the trailer on the ground to relieve some pressure off the suspension. And the airbags are dumped. So you guys know the drill. We're gonna sit here, do our pre-trip like normal, kick our tires, check our oil, and then we'll be on the road. So, while the truck's warming up, I went ahead and kicked on the PTO so I can get this bad boy off the ground. Always make sure your stuff is locked, especially when you're staying at, truck stops. You don't know who you run into. You have people that like you, and you have people that may not like you, and you don't want to deal with that. So just always double check, triple check your chains and binders. Thankfully, everything's still here. I haven't had an issue staying out of town and coming back with like my chains and binders missing. I have thankfully been blessed enough where I haven't ran into that issue. Haven't dealt with any of that stuff. So anyways, we're gonna let her finish airing up. I locked up the machine last night too. I took the key out of it and everything, because like I said, you never know, man. I mean, I've never heard of it or seen it, but I mean, people are crazy nowadays. I would hate to have a brand new machine come out and like, my chains are missing, or someone done got inside the machine and like, cut the seats and broke the glass, all type of stuff, or, broke the screen. So I try to avoid all that as much as possible, but you never know. So anyways, let me finish getting this thing aired up and I'll catch you guys on the highway. All right, guys, so I just got my truck washed yesterday and it rained in Georgia. Super gay. Come on. Today, Mom. right, y'all, we made it to the drop off and here we are. Truck's still looking good, nice and clean. We are on, they call it a river, but it says it's a lake. We're at Deer Point Lake in Panama City, Florida. It's beautiful out here. It's raining back home. I beat the rain. I'm not in the rain. It's sunny outside. So, anyways, we made it. We're gonna get this bad girl offloaded, and nobody's here at the drop. So, I called my contact, and they were basically like, put it near this machine and hide the key, take a picture of it, which is what I'm gonna do. So, we made it, safe, unscathed. The machine made it, all in one piece. So yeah, man, it was a good little run. Good little run. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a good looking truck right there. All crane. All right, man. So we'll sit here, get this offloaded. You know, I haven't done this in a while. I'm gonna put you guys on my head for a POV cam. So stick around, stay tuned. You'll see just a minute. All right now. Oh, and I don't know if I said it yet, but made it. All right, guys. We dropped our bags. We cut on our PTO pump. Truck's dinging. Got our gloves. And away we go. It's beautiful out here. All right. So, okay. Come on. Loosen up these chains first. Take off these binders. Put that in there. Hopefully you guys got a good view. Hopefully. We took off that front binder. Take off this one right here. Throw that in there. Got our flag up. We're gonna raise the trailer back to its normal ride height right here. I don't know if you guys can see, this is where you control the trailer height. I have one more notch to max it out, but I don't need to because it rides pretty high right there. Gonna shut off our magnets. Not really. That switch is for the drop axle on the back end. If you notice, it'll slowly come up. Some people really think that's for magnets, but you know, that's good old Big Dad trolling. Good old Coop. And I've said this before, no, I don't know Coop personally. I know of him. I'm based out of Raleigh. He's based out of Charlotte, or not Statesville, Mooresville. Not Mooresville, North Carolina, but Mooresville. Did y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Once I get this offloaded, I'll get all this stuff cleaned up. Just get it out the way. I have this locked. Oh, I got the key in my pocket. Where I stood at last night. Pretty much anywhere, anytime I stay out of town, I'll sit here and yeah, let me go ahead and get it started. It's a new machine, so I don't have to really do that, but some machines I'll sit here and let it warm up. I kind of have OCD, like when it comes to like chains and stuff. I normally like to have them hung up. The guys like to keep them in the chain box. So to compromise, keep them a little organized in the chain box. So So all right, so drop it down, see a little gap at the bottom, drop your arm, I don't know if you guys can see in there, till it touches, pull away, and away we go. Remember, this is gonna be like a POV style, so. Oh, I barely missed that cone. You saw that? You saw that? Gonna come over here. Give me enough room to tuck the machine over here out the way. Bobby's calling me. Let me. Bobby!
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right. Let's get this SK 270 off. Unchained, truck's out the way, trailer's on the ground, machine is rolling, or its machine is running. Okay, so I make it simple. I think I told you guys before in one video, but I don't spin it around like I used to. I used to be really scared of these things, but I just literally back it straight off. And then right when I get to that breaking point, I just take my time. Just make sure you kind of sort of have an even amount on each side for the tracks. So on this one, I walked it over this way a little bit. You see, look, that breakover, I barely fell down. Not nothing to freak out about. If anything, this is gonna be the hardest part right here. Once it drops down from the trailer to the ground, and it might slide the trailer back a little bit. See? Nice and slow. You see how I pushed the trailer back a little bit? No big deal. All right, and then now we sit here and we'll just spin it. Remember, we have 0 tail swing, so we don't have to really worry about what's behind us. All right. Now, like I said earlier, our customer did ask for us to put the machine to the side out the way and put the key in it, hide the key, which is what we're going to do. I don't know what these guys are. Oh, they're surveying. Ta-da! That is it. Oh, I didn't get a picture, I don't believe, of the fuel. I don't know if this is a rental or if they bought this or what, but for me, always, oh. But for me, always treat it like a rental. We're gonna lock this bad boy up like Fort Knox. Make sure this is nice and locked, because I don't know. I was told and heard Florida's a little rough. You know what I mean? Stuff gets stolen in Florida. All right, let me hide this key. All right. Put everything back the way you found it. We'll put this cone over here. I did not damage that. That was damaged. All right, we're gonna sit here and back up, get reconnected to the trailer. Got it. Got it. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, got it. All right, lock the pin. Or that's the secondary pin. You lock the main one. You watch that go in there. You saw that? That was magic. Like one, like that. All right. Let's sit here and connect your lines. Make sure those are on. All right, what I like to do, and what I'm gonna do, you don't always have to do this. I just like doing this. I'll disconnect and reconnect to tighten up any play in that fifth wheel. What's up, guys? What's up, people? The only reason why I do this is because at the, put this up. Lock that, make sure this is locked down, which it is. So what I found out, right, with my truck is I have this metal plate right here, right? It's about a 1/2 inch. I have that here that supports the neck, right? Now, a lot of guys have it up higher. So when the arm comes down, all it does is lift the neck up and down, right? So mine, it has a tendency to lift up the neck, but it also, at the fifth wheel, it has a tendency to open up the locking jaw. Well, not really open it up, but it creates play. So once you set it back down, get connected and pull away, you'll have some play in the fifth wheel like this, right? I don't like that. So what I've learned and noticed, until I haven't said anything to Ron yet because I've just been kind of rolling with this, but we basically have to move this plate probably up a little bit, like right here, and bend it in a perfect world. So when it sits on there, it just lifts this neck up and it doesn't bring this part right here at the fifth wheel up. That's just what I've noticed. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I've been dealing with it. So, like I said, it's not that big of a deal. But that's why I tend to disconnect and reconnect. I'm gonna ride with this bad boy on one because it rides good that way. Always make sure your air lines are connected. I'm stressing this a lot. Make sure your pin's in place. So the way this pin is, if you pull this out all the way, there's a hole in there. And the actual pin that locks the neck to the trailer, it's in its spot all the way as long as this L bracket goes in all the way. Okay, you see? Now if you see at the tip, it's rusted. So if it's not, it'll sit like this, right? But it won't go in all the way. So you'll know that pin's locked in the right spot when it goes in like that, okay? So that's why I like to kind of preset it, lock that pin, and then you see the pin shoot down and the secondary pin go in. So, trailer's not really dirty. Kick this off. What do they say? We'll leave this bullshit for the motorist. I know, I'm not a copycat. I'm just saying. I'm just making jokes. I don't want to try to be somebody I'm not. That's all Big Dad. I'm just right along with Nick. Well, I tell you what though, woo-wee, we got us a ride going back home. I haven't clocked it, but I know we're probably a good 12, 13 hours away from the house. So, anyways, flags. Yeah, don't mind the mismatched flags. I know I have another one of those at the yard and another one of those too, but whatever. Anyways, have this wood here under this D-ring. And put these little bullshits right there. See, nice and organized. You see, kind of nice and organized. Flags hung up, pins locked. Next at the top level, and we're in Florida, baby. Woo! It's so beautiful out here, I don't want to go home. I lied. I miss my kids and my wife. So, anyways, it's beautiful out here. Finally got this bad boy dropped off. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock. I'm right there on the edge of the time zone. I can't remember if I'm in the time zone change, where I believe it's back an hour. But right now it's 2 o'clock and it's Friday. For shits and giggles, let's all look together and see how far we are. All right, for shits and giggles, we are, oh, that's not bad. We're 10 hours and 27 minutes away. So we're all the way at the Panhandle in Panama City. We gotta go back on I-10 through Tennessee, or no, excuse me, I was gonna say Tennessee. We gotta go back on I-10 through Tallahassee, Jacksonville, and then hit 95 and take it back to the house. 10 hours. Oh my goodness. All right, well, appreciate you guys for following along. Hope you guys like this video. Like, share, subscribe. We had a jump in followers or a jump in subscribers. We went from like, I don't know, I think it was like 80 to 111, I think we're at now. So if you're watching this and you're a first time or new time viewer, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe. Give me a follow. I mean, I don't know. I think I make pretty cool content. I don't really have like a storyline when it comes to my content, but you know, it's a day in the life and you never know what the hell you're gonna do. And I got all these people on the highway driving by me, looking at me like, what the hell is this guy doing talking to a camera? Well, I'm an inspiring YouTuber, so I'm gonna talk to a camera. And I've pretty much got over that fear of doing this. So it is what it is. Anyways, like I always say, like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching and see you on the next one. Bye.